Hey guys, I'm Cassandra Bodzak and thanks for tuning in for another Lightmaker video. I'm so excited about today's topic, which is why you need to love yourself right where you're at. And I had a long, reflective weekendish, I would say. It started about Thursday, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about this because I feel like I see this in my clients, I see this in my friends, and I see this in myself. Um, we we put all these posters, like these markers up for these future dates in which we'll be able to fully be happy and love ourselves, and even accept ourselves more fully. And right now, we're kind of like we get, I think, really frustrated being where we're at sometimes. And we constantly, and I think this is, it's becoming a thing in the spiritual community as far as we've now like almost spiritualized it in the way of like, oh, well, I haven't fully processed that yet. So, I'm not quite there yet, and that's frustrating, or I haven't, ascended to that level, or, whether it's, oh, but I haven't gotten that loving relationship yet, but I haven't made that much money yet, haven't landed that book deal, my Instagram is only at this, whatever. There's so many ways we do it to ourselves. I used to do it to myself a lot with weight. I would always be like, oh, well, I'll be really happy just when I lose another 5 pounds, and then, you do it with business. Like, oh, I'll be happy when I can just do my own business full time. And it's like, okay, when are you going to say time out and just be happy right now? And it really like hit me like a brick wall because I think I was in this place where I was, I'm still in the middle of processing a really big thing for me right now. And of course it like affects every area of my life, and it's not like, it's just this thing, and I've been, processing different levels of it like for years now, and I think part of me just wanted to be done with it. I was like, oh, I could just be done with it. And I saw it in some of my friends, I see it in a bunch of my clients, and it really hit me like, okay, we all know that we need to love ourselves. We all know that we need to accept ourselves. Like this isn't revolutionary here. What is really revolutionary is when you really get that. When you really get that, and you're not just saying it, but really taking a minute. Like the thing I posted on Instagram this morning was like, okay, a note to self. It's okay to be where you're at, and I love you right there. And really coming into that and what that looks like, and being like, this weekend just really more than ever, I think I really have just processed what that feels like to love yourself right where you're at, and to be, it's not about being complacent. It's not about, not having goals or ambitions or wanting greater things for yourself. It has nothing to do with that. It's about, holding that vision, saying, I know that, that I'm going to figure this out. I know that I'm going to fully process this. I know that I'm going to get wherever it is I'm aiming to go. If that's in my highest good, it's going to happen. But it's about staying right now in the moment and being like, okay, but I'm going to love myself right now. And I love where I'm at. And I love that, right now I'm still making X, Y, and Z choices. And I know that maybe in the next couple months to a year, I'll be making A, B, and C choices. And knowing that where you're at right now is just as beautiful and just as essential as where you're going. And just really taking, because if you live in that mentality of always putting it out in front of yourself, always putting it in the future, it'll always be in the future. It won't matter, what weight you are, how hot your husband is, how great your business is going. You'll always it's a habit of you're going to keep placing that love and acceptance in the future. And so you'll never really have it in the present. And the key, if you really want to, make some quantum leaps in your life, if you really want to magnetize some amazing things for yourself, the key is to loving the present. That's the magic key. The key is to saying, right now, I'm trying to think of a good example. Okay, so when I first, maybe it was 6 months ago or something now, right? I was in a really bad place of overwhelm with my emails. And as much as it was okay, I'm putting, I want eventually to figure out a system to maintain my emails, to figure out how to make this, more efficient and more doable. But instead of saying I'm going to wait until I love and accept, I'm going to withhold that love and acceptance from myself until I figure that out. Really seeing that problem, you want to call it, as a way to love and accept myself even more. To be like, what? I'm having this problem. Not only one, because it's a beautiful thing, I'm getting all this inflow, but also I'm having this problem because I'm on the way to the breakthrough. I'm on the path to the breakthrough. I love that. And it's okay that it hasn't happened right now. It's okay. Because I love and accept myself, and I'm choosing to be here right now. Right now, I'm choosing to be in a place of frustration with my emails, let's say. At that point I was. I'm choosing to be a place of frustration with my emails so that I know eventually what will grow out of this will be a transformed view of my emails. And now that's where I'm at right now, where I no longer view my emails that way. I no longer have those feelings about my emails. But if I hadn't have been in that path in the journey, I might not have been where I am right now. And I think a lot of getting where you're going and kind of getting there, at an exponentially faster way is just really loving and accepting your choices right now. And it's okay being where you're at, really being okay where you're at. Being like, this is something, here's a perfect example. And I'm sorry if this is going a little bit longer, but I think this is a really important concept. So I want you guys to get this. I was struggling with giving up coffee, and I had given up coffee for 4 months, and I've also given up sugar, and I gave up sugar before I gave up coffee. And when I gave up sugar, it was pretty hard at first, and then I went back a little bit, and then when I finally went off of it again, it just clicked. And now I don't really have the sugar cravings I used to. And I fell into this place where I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at. And so going along with that, with coffee, I've been trying to give up coffee, and I've given it up, but I've been giving it up in this place of kind of pushing, this place of being like, I'm not doing this because all these people are saying that's not whatever, all these reasons that other people are giving. And when I really realized that, hey, I'm not at the place right now where I am ready to give up coffee. And I'm okay with that, and I accept that, and I love myself right where I am. And right now, where I am is not in a place where I'm ready to give up coffee. Because I know when I am ready, it'll be as easy as sugar is right now. It'll be as easy as chicken was 7 years ago. I know what that place feels like. And when we fully love ourselves where we're at, then we also clear the path to really allow ourselves to move into that space when we're ready, and trust that we're ready. And sometimes it actually happens faster once we stop trying to push it. Once we just sit with whatever it is. You know what? I'm not going to push myself to, get into that serious romantic relationship. I'm not going to push myself to quit my job and start my own business right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be happy right where I am. I'm going to love and accept myself right here. I'm going to hold the vision for whatever that is. Fine. I know that at some point I'll probably go off coffee. But there's no need to push myself to be at a place where I'm not at right now. And, you know, whatever it is, whether it's the relationship, the business, a healthy way of eating, whatever your thing is, when you love yourself and accept yourself right where you're at, and you just hold that vision, but not push that vision. When we're pushing it, we actually even push it farther from us, right? It becomes almost harder. Whereas when we just sit here and accept and love where we're at right now, we're magnetizing it towards us. We're saying, okay, today I'm gonna have an almond milk latte, and I hold the space that one day maybe that won't be the case, but today it is, and I love myself and I accept myself regardless. We're raising our vibration to a place. We're bringing up our energy levels to a place where those things can flow naturally towards us, can magnetize towards us when it's time for them. So this is, I think, a really important concept, and I hope this resonated with you guys. If you guys have any more specific questions, please write in the comments below. I love answering your comments. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. They mean so much to me. And of course, if you want to dive deeper, if this is something that you really want to have a breakthrough around, definitely shoot me an email, sign up for a one-on-one session. I'd love to help be the catalyst for a breakthrough. And as always, subscribe for new videos from me right here on my YouTube channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks, guys.